Did you know that about 1 in every 5 high school seniors will not be graduating this year? Education is one of the key pillars to the success of America and the American people. That is why today I'm going to talk to you about the importance of education. And after my speech, you will know why education is not only important for you, but the economy and the entire nation itself. But first, your own education is important for your money and your employment. This is data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and it shows on the bottom here that those with less than a high school diploma will be earning $504 a week for the rest of their life. In comparison, the individual cost of living in the city of Virginia Beach is over $800 a month before paying rent. But on the flip side of these numbers, this data proves that the more educated someone is, the more likely they are to be employed. Next, studies have shown that learning can lead to being happier. In a collaboration with St. Andrew's Episcopal Church, Dr. Christina Hinton of Harvard studied students K through 12 and collected data based on GPA, happiness, and motivation, and found that happiness was positively associated with how well students were achieving in school. Professor David Cutler of Harvard wrote that the more educated someone was, the more likely they were to live a longer and healthier life. Education also allows you to be a better citizen. It allows you to be more socially responsible. And as students, unlike in high school, we are responsible not only for how to manage our time and our effort, but also our path of education. This teaches us to be more dependable. And when one is well educated, one's child will also be better off. And then when the entire population is well educated, the entire economy benefits. Which is why education is vital for economic growth. Professor Hanushek of Stanford wrote, "The future of the United States is dependent on the skills of its population." When someone is highly skilled, they make more money. When someone makes more money, they tend to spend more money. And when people are purchasing goods, the entire economy will thrive. Education also leads to innovation. Professor Charles Jones of Stanford said the more inventors we have, the more ideas we discover, and the richer we all are. A simple example I like to use is if you wanted to discover and invent the cure for cancer, first you need to receive a higher level of education first. And the progression of America is based on competition. The more competitors we have, the more innovative we are. In 2015, the OECD coordinated the PISA, which evaluates the high school education systems of just 35 countries. But of those 35 countries, the United States was ranked 19th in science, 20th in reading, and 31st in math. These numbers need to be more concerning. If our country is going to continue to be the global leader it has been, we must improve our education system. The progression of globalization has ultimately increased free trade among many nations. And free trade is ultimately a good thing because it creates more competition and it lowers the price for consumers. But it also forces forces other countries to invest in programs like education. Fortunately, America is still ranked the highest country for a student to receive a college education. And many foreign students also seek to come to the United States to receive an education. Over the past 5 years, there have been over 3 million visas granted to foreign students who sought education in the United States. This allows the United States to maintain the high level of education we offer, and it also brings more money and therefore more talent to the United States. And I hope you learned more about the importance of the education system in this country and why it's important for you, the economy, and the entire nation of America. Now, if you would like to support the progression of America, the progression of education in America, there are many charitable organizations online. But here are just a few. Thank you.